Well, Mondays are for mantras here on the Intentional Midlife Mom podcast, and I am so excited to share today's mantra with you. I started an exciting journey yesterday, and I will share that with you in the actual broadcast. But a mantra is an empowering statement, it is a confidence builder, it is a go to statement for you to use throughout the week when life gets a little bit out of control, when you start to lose your way, when you start to feel discouraged, when you start to feel a little bit of anxiety or maybe depression, or you're struggling to find motivation, you're struggling to just kind of feel like you're the one in control. These mantras, I share them every Monday. They are everyone's favorite episodes. So I cannot wait to share this week's mantra with you. Let's jump in.
Well, hey there, I am Jennifer Roskamp, a certified life coach and homeschool mom of 9 who is passionate about helping women just like you embrace the here and now while also being focused on creating the life you actually want. As a midlife mom in her 40s, about to be a mom in my 50s, I've realized that it's so easy to lose yourself in caring for your family, your home, and all the things. Until one day you realize you're not even sure who you are anymore or what you even want in life. So on this podcast, we're going to work on managing yourself well so that you can manage all of the other things and people well too. So let's dive into what it means to manage your home, your time, your family, and yourself well. This is the Intentional Midlife Mom podcast.
All right. So I don't share a ton on the podcast about something I have done 3 different times, but I'm going to share it with you here today. And maybe you've heard me talk about this before, but again, this might be something new. So 3 different times I have completed a challenge called the 75 Hard Challenge. If you've never heard of this, you can look it up. If you just Google 75 Hard Challenge, you'll find it. It's not my challenge. It's a guy named Andy Frisella. It's his challenge. But I have done it 3 different times. And you'll see the criteria right there on the website. You'll see what it means. You've got to do some hard stuff every single day for 75 days. And guess what? They're hard things to do. It's not called the donut challenge, right? For good reason. These are hard things to do. So I have completed this 3 different times. And when you look at it at first glance, you'll probably think it's some sort of weight loss challenge, some sort of healthy eating challenge, maybe. And that makes sense because there are elements, part of the challenge does include these things. But what this challenge really is a mental toughness challenge. It is a challenge that will show you who you are, what you're capable of. And of course, you'll learn that, you know what, I can actually do hard things. And the cool thing is that when you do the hard things in this challenge, everything else that you do that's hard in your life feels easier. And there's a whole lot of benefits. There's a whole lot of reasons why I've done it. Of course, I question my sanity every time, a couple of times, probably 4 or 5 times while I'm completing the challenge. But every time I complete it, it teaches me such amazing things about myself, gives me amazing skills that bubble over and really just kind of touched so many different points in my life. And of course, I'm telling you about this because yesterday I started the challenge again. I'm going to be completing this challenge for the 4th time. And actually, I'm taking a small group of coaching clients through it as well. I threw it out there as an idea, as a challenge, actually, to those in my coaching community, Accomplished Lifestyle. And there are 4 of us doing it together. And I'm excited to be kind of their host or their guide as they work through it the first time. But it's with all of that in mind that I share this week's mantra with you, which is choose your hard. Choose your hard. This is kind of a cliche that you might have heard of, right? Maybe you've heard it. It's kind of one of those things that, again, you might have seen going around on Facebook or Instagram or on a t-shirt or a bumper sticker or something somewhere. Choose your hard. But it's so true. What we often don't realize is that there what this challenge has taught me, one of the main things it's taught me is that these things that we have to do to complete every day of the challenge, they are hard things. Doing them feels hard. Doing them is hard. But choose your hard reminds us that there is also a cost in not doing the hard thing. No matter what you're thinking about doing, no matter what you're trying to do, no matter what the habit is that you've been trying to start, no matter what the habit is that you've been trying to stop, no matter the difficult situation that you're in, that you have no choice but to face, there is always the cost of doing the hard part, but there is also the cost of not doing the hard part. There is the cost of staying the same. There is the cost of knowing you actually should do something or feeling like you want to do something and you just don't. There is a cost you pay for not doing the hard thing. And that's really where choose your hard at its core level, at least when I use it and share it with my coaching clients, that's what that actually means. But as humans, we're so good at only looking at the hard things that make us not want to do it. Your brain's job is to keep you safe, happy, and comfortable. And as you're looking at doing something that your brain is calculating, wow, this is going to be hard. As your brain has calculated this hard thing, you start kind of adding up the costs of all the ways that the hard things that you have to do are going to affect you. Well, if I get up for that workout, or if I want to get that workout in, it means I'm going to have to get up a half hour earlier. And that means I'm going to be tired. I already don't get enough sleep, right? You calculate that. You think about going to that holiday party while you're following an eating plan, and the eating plan says you're not supposed to eat certain things. And so you're thinking about the fact that you're going to go to this holiday gathering and you're going to feel pressure. And you're going to feel maybe even disappointment that you're not going to be able to follow your eating plan and eat certain things that are there. And so you're calculating how all that's going to feel. And you're adding up all of the hard things to perhaps come to the conclusion that, you know what, this hard thing is just too hard. And so then you don't do it. Your brain is really good at showing you all of that, but your brain is not good at showing you the other side of the hard things. Your brain doesn't remind you, hey, there's hard things. There's a hard side to each side of this coin. There's a set of hard things if you do it, but there's also a set of hard realities if you don't. And choose your hard can help you look and be reminded that there are two sides of the coin, that there are two elements of hard things. That way, you can truly choose your hard. Which set of hard circumstances do I actually want? Because I recognize there is hard things either way. When you recognize, embrace, and accept that there are hard things either way, when you look at what the hard things are on side A, and then what the hard things are on side B, then you can make an intentional choice. Then you're actually choosing. You're not just giving in to the one side that's the easy side to see, and often the only side that you do see, that you're even aware of. Choose your hard. Think about it as you go throughout the week. Think about it as you face hard circumstances, as you face things that you wish you didn't have to face, things that feel unfair and unjust and probably are those things. Choose your hard. Which do you actually want to choose? Which outcome do you actually want to choose? Think on that. So that's what I had for you this week. Make it a great week.